16. Astonishing facts about Sweden, the most livable country in the world. Sweden is the birthplace of the global fashion retail giant H&M. Sweden is the homeland of the globally renowned fashion brand H&M. The company was founded in 1947 in Västerås, initially specializing in women's clothing under the name Hennes. After acquiring a men's clothing store called Moritz Wittfors in 1988, the brand changed its name to H&M and expanded its business. Thanks to its modern style, affordable pricing, and rapid trend updates, H&M quickly rose to international prominence. Today, H&M operates in more than 70 countries with thousands of stores worldwide. In addition to its main product lines, H&M also owns several sub-brands such as Kiyuses and Other Stories and Monkey. The company is a pioneer in promoting sustainable fashion through initiatives like clothing recycling programs and the use of recycled materials. Collaborations with famous designers such as Versace and Balmain have further boosted H&M's popularity. H&M's success is a source of pride for Sweden in the global fashion industry. 15. Sweden, the most livable country in the world. Sweden ranks as the fifth largest nation in Europe, covering an area of approximately 450,000 square kilometers, which is about 4.5% the size of the United States, and has a population of 10.5 million people. The country boasts a coastline that extends over 3,200 kilometers, adorned with countless picturesque islands. Approximately 70% of Sweden is forested, featuring thousands of lakes and breathtaking, untouched natural scenery. Summers in Sweden are quite pleasant, with average temperatures ranging from 15 to 25 degrees Celsius, 59 to 77 degrees Fahrenheit. However, winters can be extremely harsh, with heavy snowfall and temperatures plummeting to minus 30 degrees Celsius, minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit in the northern regions. Autumn is spectacular as the forests transform into brilliant shades of red and gold, resembling a beautiful painting. Spring comes later, but when the snow melts, nature comes alive with vibrant energy. Sweden's reputation as the most livable country in the world is attributed to its clean environment, high level of safety, and transparent, fair governance. With over 267,000 islands, numerous crystal clear lakes, and extensive forests, the country is also renowned for having some of the best air quality globally. In Sweden, it doesn't matter who you are, what you do, or where you come from. Everyone is treated with fairness and respect. Here, everyone enjoys the right to love and live in their own way free from discrimination. In Sweden, people do not flaunt their wealth or judge others based on their profession. What truly matters is leading a good life, feeling happy, and being content with one's existence. Sweden's social welfare system is regarded as one of the finest in the world, providing citizens the opportunity to live comfortably without the stress of financial worries or healthcare concerns. Education is absolutely free from preschool all the way to university. Healthcare costs are minimal, and unemployment benefits are quite generous, with parental leave extending up to 16 months. Whether one is visiting, planning to settle in Sweden, or seeking a tranquil place to retire, this country is certainly worth taking into consideration. Now, about number 14. It is known as the world's largest importer of trash. While many nations face challenges in managing their waste, Sweden actually experiences a shortage of trash, to the extent that it imports it. Sweden recycles nearly all of its generated waste, to the point where there isn't enough left over to fuel its waste-to-energy plants. Less than 1% of household waste finds its way into landfills. The remainder is either recycled or converted into energy. Sweden's advanced waste incineration plants transform garbage into electricity and heat for hundreds of thousands of households. However, due to the insufficient domestic waste to satisfy the demand, Sweden imports around 1.5 million tons of garbage each year from countries like the UK, Norway, and Germany, among others, and these countries even pay Sweden to dispose of their trash. As a result, Sweden not only receives the waste it requires for recycling but also profits from it. With its exemplary waste management system, Sweden enjoys remarkably clean air and tidy streets, making it one of the cleanest countries globally. Number 13. Swedish women are undeniably beautiful and captivating. They possess that distinctive Nordic charm with their fair, flawless skin, striking blue or grey eyes, lustrous blonde hair, and tall, well proportioned figures, all a product of a healthy, active lifestyle. They don't feel the need for heavy makeup to make an impression. Their elegance is inherent, showcasing a genuine beauty and simplicity. Beyond their appearance, the personalities of Swedish women make them even more intriguing. They are independent, strong, value their freedom, and communicate directly. They don't mince words. Instead, they express their thoughts candidly, albeit with grace and subtlety. They hold equality in high regard, respect their partners, and never perceive themselves as dependent in any relationship. In matters of love, Swedish women are attracted to sincere, intelligent men with open mindedness. They do not seek financial support or protection. Rather, they desire an equal partnership based on mutual respect, support, and the joy of sharing life together. Don't be surprised if they suggest splitting the bill on a date. Their perspective on love is quite relaxed and free from societal pressures. They are confident in expressing their emotions and do not adhere to outdated notions that suggest the man must always make the first move. If they are no longer satisfied in a relationship, they won't hesitate to move on, as they believe that love should bring joy and comfort rather than be a burden or something to tolerate. If you wish to win the heart of a charming Swedish woman, you will require some secret strategies of your own. Want to find out what they are? Leave a comment with the number 8 under the video, and I'll share them with you. Number 12. Let's talk about Sweden's unique coffee culture, known as fika. Sweden is one of the highest coffee consuming countries in the world. On average, a Swede consumes about 3 to 4 cups of coffee each day. They usually prefer strong black coffee without sugar or milk, following the classic Nordic tradition. In Sweden, fika isn't merely a coffee break, it's almost a workplace ritual. Many companies even encourage employees to take time out for fika, which involves having coffee, pastries, and engaging in conversation with colleagues every day. A typical fika includes coffee and cinnamon buns, but the key aspect is in the food. It's the opportunity to relax and connect with others. Swedes believe that taking time for coffee fosters balance in life, alleviates stress, boosts productivity, and strengthens ties among family, friends, and colleagues. Number 11. Regarding life in Sweden, Swedes generally begin their day quite early, around 6 or 7 in the morning. They relish a simple yet healthy breakfast, often consisting of rye bread, butter, cheese, yogurt, fruit, oats, or cereal. Coffee is essential in the morning, especially for those who work in offices. Children are dropped off at school before 8 a.m., while adults commute to work by bike, bus, or train. Sweden boasts an excellent public transport system, which makes commuting easy and environmentally friendly. Evenings are reserved for family time, as Swedes place great importance on dinner, which typically occurs around 6 or 7 p.m. This meal often consists of traditional dishes such as roasted potatoes, salmon, stews, or salads. The entire family gathers around the dining table to discuss their day and relish a warm atmosphere. After dinner, people might read, watch a movie, or indulge in hobbies like knitting, playing musical instruments, or doing arts and crafts. Children usually go to bed early, around 8 or 9 p.m., while adults may stay up a little later to unwind. A typical work week in Sweden lasts about 35 to 40 hours, with most people leaving the office on time so they can spend quality moments with family and pursue personal interests. Given the harsh winter conditions, Swedes make the most of summer by engaging in activities like biking, jogging, kayaking, fishing, or walking in the woods. They receive 5 to 6 weeks of vacation each year, and they genuinely take this time off to travel and relax. No laptops on holiday. Adopting a philosophy of working to live rather than living to work, Swedes always find ways to enjoy life to the fullest. Do you appreciate the notion of a peaceful, simple life in harmony with nature, similar to the Swedes? If yes, please leave a comment with the number 3 under this video. Here's number 10. Surprising and fun facts about Sweden. In Sweden, personal income is not a private matter. Anyone can easily find out how much someone earns, the tax they pay, and even the assets they hold, all with a simple click. This approach is aimed at fostering financial transparency and curbing tax evasion, although it may seem a bit odd or unusual to foreigners. In the northern regions of Sweden, there is a natural phenomenon during summer known as the midnight sun, where the sun doesn't set and it remains light for 24 hours straight. Conversely, in winter, there are days when the sun fails to rise, enveloping everything in darkness. Here's something you might not expect. Swedes have a sweet tooth. The average Swede consumes around 37 pounds, approximately 16 kilograms of candy each year. They even observe a special day called Lördagsgodis, or Candy Saturday, when everyone indulges in a variety of sweets. Since Swedes believe that too much candy is detrimental to teeth and health, they restrict their sugar binge to just one day each week. On Saturdays, both children and adults flock to candy shops, filling their bags with treats to enjoy. They favor high-quality candies with fewer artificial additives. Swedes also adore dogs. In Sweden, IKEA stores often provide special parking spots exclusively for dogs, allowing them to rest comfortably while their owners shop. Some IKEA locations even permit dogs inside the store. And here's another quirky tidbit. Swedes are not particularly fond of making phone calls. Even when something is important, they prefer to text or email. In fact, some companies don't even list a phone number because no one is keen on answering. Every year, Sweden hosts a contest known as the Mobile Throwing World Championship, where participants compete to throw their mobile phones as far as they can. This event is regarded as an excellent way to relieve stress. Number 9 is the Ice Hotel, a one-of-a-kind ice art hotel. If you are seeking a truly unique place to stay, the Ice Hotel in Sweden is a must-visit destination. This hotel is entirely made of ice and snow, creating a breathtaking frozen masterpiece that draws visitors from across the globe. The Ice Hotel is situated in Jukkasjärvi, a small village in northern Sweden, approximately 200 kilometers or 125 miles north of the Arctic Circle. It was first constructed in 1989, and every winter, the hotel is rebuilt from the ground up with a completely new design and layout. Each year, world-class ice sculptors craft stunning new architecture and decorations. Everything within the hotel, from the walls and ceilings to the beds, chairs, bar, and even the chandeliers, is composed of pure ice. When spring arrives, the hotel melts away and returns to nature, only to be resurrected the following winter. Guests at the Ice Hotel can indulge in magical experiences, such as watching the northern lights, skiing, participating in ice sculpting classes, and unwinding in traditional Nordic saunas. Number 8 is parental leave, lasting up to 480 days. In the US, maternity leave is usually just 12 weeks or 84 days. However, in Sweden, parents are entitled to up to 480 days of paid parental leave. This generous policy is applicable to both mothers and fathers, allowing them time to bond with their child right from birth. In Sweden, parenting is perceived as a shared responsibility. Fathers are just as engaged as mothers in raising children. Instead of mothers staying at home alone, many Swedish fathers gladly take time off work to look after their children. It's quite normal to see fathers pushing prams, feeding infants, or taking walks with their kids in the park. In addition to this extensive parental leave, Sweden also provides a wealth of support for parents and children, including monthly child allowances, affordable childcare, free healthcare for children, and flexible work options for mothers. Number 7 on the list is the Northern Lights, a stunning natural spectacle over Sweden. If you ever visit Sweden, make sure you don't miss the opportunity to witness the Northern Lights, an awe-inspiring phenomenon that transforms the night sky into a magical, colorful display resembling a scene from a fairy tale. Many visitors are left utterly speechless or even brought to tears by its surreal beauty. You'll witness the dark sky suddenly illuminating with swirling ribbons of green, purple, pink, and red dancing across the horizon like an enchanting ballet. These brilliant lights occur when charged particles from the solar wind collide with Earth's magnetic field, exciting the gases in the atmosphere and causing them to glow. To experience this incredible spectacle, the ideal time to visit Sweden is from September to March, during the dark winter months when sunlight won't be a hindrance. For the best views, one should head to remote areas away from city lights, such as Abisko National Park, Kiruna, or Jukkasjärvi. Number 6. One of the most powerful passports in the world. The Swedish passport is consistently ranked among the most powerful globally, allowing Swedish citizens to travel to over 190 countries and territories without the need for a visa. This means that Swedes can travel the world with ease, sidestepping the lengthy visa processes that many others have to endure. Additionally, Swedes can live and work freely in any EU country, such as Germany, France, or the Netherlands, without requiring a work permit. Moreover, the Swedish passport is beautifully designed. Under UV light, hidden images of Swedish nature emerge, making it a true work of art. So, what makes the Swedish passport so powerful? First, being part of the European Union allows its citizens the freedom of movement within the EU. Second, Sweden maintains strong diplomatic relations with numerous countries, resulting in visa-free agreements. Third, Swedish travelers have a commendable reputation for rarely breaking international laws, making other countries more inclined to waive visa requirements. Lastly, Sweden's stable political and economic systems enhance global trust in its passport. Number 5. Untouched and majestic nature. Sweden is not only famous for its modern cities but is also home to some of the most stunning, untouched, and vast natural landscapes in the world. With endless forests, crystal clear lakes, towering mountain ranges, and an unending coastline, Sweden is truly a paradise for nature enthusiasts and those seeking peace in the great outdoors. Approximately 70% of Sweden's land area is covered by forests, making it one of the greenest countries in Europe. You'll come across expansive pine and birch forests that stretch across the landscape. Autumn is particularly beautiful when the leaves turn brilliant shades of yellow, orange, and red, creating a scene that looks like an artwork. Thanks to the Allemansrätten law, which allows for public access, you can hike, camp, and even sleep under the stars in the forest without needing anyone's permission. Did you know that Sweden boasts over 100,000 lakes? It has one of the largest freshwater systems in Europe. These lakes are remarkably clear, surrounded by forests and rolling hills. Lake Vänern, the largest in Sweden and the third largest in Europe, spans 5,650 square kilometers and is so transparent that you can see all the way to the bottom. Lake Mälaren, located near Stockholm, is a popular spot for kayaking, fishing, and swimming during the summer months. In winter, you can skate on its frozen surface and enjoy the sunset right from the ice. Sweden also has more islands than any other country, with over 267,000 of them, most of which are uninhabited. The Stockholm archipelago comprises over 30,000 islands, making it ideal for summer boat excursions. The Gothenburg archipelago is renowned for its delightful fishing villages, fresh seafood, and breathtaking ocean sunsets. Gotland and Öland, the two largest islands in Sweden, are famous for their dramatic cliffs, pristine beaches, and distinctive historic architecture, housing several UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Now, let's discuss number 4, the cost of living in Sweden. While Sweden is regarded as one of the most livable countries globally, it does have a hefty price tag. The biggest expense is housing, particularly in major cities like Stockholm, Gothenburg, and Malmö. A one-bedroom apartment in the city center can cost between 80,000 and one month to 16,000 per month. For those on a stricter budget, renting in the suburbs might bring that down to around 57,000 to 79,000 per month. If you prefer cooking at home, you can expect to spend approximately 19,000 to 35,000 monthly on groceries. A monthly metro or bus pass costs about 7,500, while single tickets range from 320 to 400. Utility bills, including heating and electricity, range from 4,000 to 7,600 per month. High-speed internet will set you back by approximately 200 to 4,000 per month. A movie ticket costs around 1,100, and gym memberships range from 2,800 to 5,200 monthly. Overall, basic monthly living expenses in Sweden typically range from 1,006,000 to 2,31,000, depending on your lifestyle and financial situation. In comparison to average living costs in the US, which fall between 152,000 and 480,000 a month, Sweden still offers good value. With these expenses in mind, would you consider settling here? If your answer is yes, please choose 1. If no, please select 0. Do share your thoughts in the comments. The 3. Experience a taste of Nordic flavors. Swedish cuisine is deeply entrenched in traditional Nordic taste, often showcasing natural ingredients like fish, meat, potatoes, and wild berries. Köttbullar Swedish meatballs are one of the country's most iconic dishes. They are typically made from beef or pork, blended with bread crumbs, onions, and spices, then pan-fried to a golden perfection. They are served with creamy brown gravy, mashed potatoes, and lingonberry jam, making for a delicious and quintessential Swedish combination. Another must try is fermented herring, a unique delicacy in Sweden. Baltic herring is fermented for several months, resulting in a very strong flavor and pungent aroma. The Swedes usually enjoy it with thin flat bread, boiled potatoes, onions, and butter to balance the taste. While the smell can be quite intense for many foreigners, it remains a cherished traditional dish in northern Sweden. Smörgåstårta, the Swedish sandwich cake, is a festive dish often served at parties and special occasions. It may look like a layered cake, but it is actually made of sandwich bread filled with layers of shrimp, smoked salmon, boiled eggs, mayonnaise, cucumbers, and vegetables. Not only is it flavorful, but it is also beautifully decorated, often taking center stage at traditional gatherings. Kravax, or cured salmon, is a popular starter at traditional Swedish celebrations. Fresh salmon is cured using salt, sugar, and dill, and then kept chilled for a few days to allow the flavors to meld. It is usually thinly sliced and served on rye bread, accompanied by honey mustard sauce and greens, providing a refined and distinctly Nordic taste. Moving on to number 2, Sweden's unique and vibrant traditional festivals. Sweden hosts numerous traditional festivals that showcase its rich Nordic culture, with each one holding its special significance and enjoyable activities. Midsummer, the Midsummer Festival in June, is among Sweden's most significant celebrations. It is celebrated on the Friday closest to June 21st, marking the longest day of the year. During this time, people raise the midsummer stang, a maypole, dance in circles, sing folk songs, partake in traditional games, and indulge in classic dishes such as pickled herring, potatoes, strawberries, and schnapps. Lucia Day, celebrated on December 13th, pays tribute to St. Lucia, the bearer of light during the long winter months. On this day, girls dress in white with wreaths of candles on their heads and lead processions while singing hymns in churches, schools, and hospitals. And then there's Valborg, the Purgus night held on the night of April 30th. This spring festival features large bonfires to ward off evil spirits and is a lively occasion full of singing, outdoor parties, and festivities, especially in cities like Uppsala and Lund. Now, for number 1, essential things to know before visiting Sweden. If you are planning to travel, work, or settle in Sweden for an extended period, here are some essential essential tips to ensure your stay is smooth and enjoyable. Firstly, ensure your passport is valid for at least 6 months from your date of entry. If you are staying for studies or work, obtain your residence permit in advance. It is also helpful to learn a few basic Swedish phrases to facilitate daily communication. Secondly, Sweden is almost a cashless society. Most establishments only accept credit cards, especially Visa and MasterCard, or mobile payment option like Swish and Apple Pay. Many shops do not accept cash at all, so it's wise to always carry a payment card with you. Thirdly, public transportation is the best way to navigate the country. The subways in Stockholm, along with buses, trains, and ferries, are reliable and efficient. You can purchase travel cards like SL in Stockholm or Västtrafik in Gothenburg to save on fares. Taxis can be quite expensive, so it's advisable to avoid using them unless necessary. Instead, consider using services like Uber or Bolt for more economical options. Fourthly, while Sweden is one of the safest countries globally, petty theft can occur in larger cities. Be vigilant with your belongings, particularly your bag and phone, when on the subway or in crowded areas. Fifthly, it's best to steer clear of asking Swedes about their income or personal lives, as these topics are often seen as sensitive. Additionally, try not to speak loudly or push in public spaces. Make an effort to use fewer plastic bags, avoid littering, and maintain silence after 10 p.m. PM. Swedes deeply appreciate peace and quiet. Even in hotels or residential areas, the value of tranquility is significant here. We have also explored 15 unique and fascinating facts about Sweden. We hope this has given you a new outlook on this incredible country. Please do follow our channel, like, and share this video to support us. We'll see you in the next one.